Thought I'd surprise you by diving in a little early. Hope you can all hear me well. Sorry, the last couple of streams, last Friday and then this Wednesday, have had to be cancelled. Friday was due to me being an old man. My back is still not right, but at least I can get about now. I have got to wear this funny harness thing to prop me up, which is really rather annoying. But hey ho, it's better than being a cripple. And Wednesday, I was doing my good deed for the family. I haven't fixed any of that mage. I've been absolutely useless. I haven't gone into edit any of the messages for the last couple of weeks. So I'll be 52 in a couple of months. And I feel old. Because basically being out of action due to my back. Oh, the Stream Elements bot is now running, so the messages will start, but I think the mage one is still out of action. But no, I put my back out last week, and it's taken. The worst day was Saturday. I had to take Saturday off work. It's the first day off work I've had sick. First sick day I've had off work, any job, for over 20 years. I've had pre-booked holiday, and when my wife gave birth, they told me to have the day off. I was all ready to turn up. I've had medical appointments, but again, they've been pre-booked. I broke my foot, for example, and I had to go in for an x-ray, and that was okay. But the first time I've had to ring in sick for over 20 years, which is a shame because and the last time I had to ring in sick, I'd got Bell's palsy, which is a little bit more severe than a little cold or a cough or something. Walk last Saturday. Couldn't walk. Couldn't sit up. Couldn't raise my hands to eat my breakfast. That's how bad it was. But I managed to play some games during the afternoon because my wife had been out and got some heat rub and a harness for my back and painkillers. So by about 2 o'clock, I was able to sit in a chair and roll dice and type. So I was able to join in the games last Saturday, and even able to run one last Saturday evening. So I was sat in one spot, couldn't have stood up and walked around. That's the thing. That's the problem. But hey ho, been back at work this week, but that has meant I'm probably doing a little bit more too much bending and moving for my back to get much better. So I've got 4 days off: Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and I intend to spend those days doing very, very little to try and get things a bit better. Wayne, I would quite happily still be on the judo mat if I could find a local judo club that had a suitable training schedule. My previous judo club, we trained every Monday and every Thursday, and it was pay as you go. So if you couldn't make a week, it didn't matter. You paid when you turned up. And the only other clubs I've found in the area that are within half an hour of my house that train frequently on nights that I'm not working or otherwise engaged, they're all membership ones. I'm no good at pumping iron. I'd rather do judo, something competitive. But the problem with the membership ones is you have to pay £25-30 a month membership. And if I can only go 4 times a month, if I can only go on a Tuesday, for example, then it doesn't feel worth it. I need to find a club that trains on a Tuesday and Thursday, or a Monday and Thursday, because I work so many weekends. I'm not. Most clubs seem to train one weekday and Saturday or Sunday, and I can't do that because I'm working, which is an absolute pain in the backside. Oh well, we'll find something. I'm also quite selective when it comes to judo clubs. I need one that's quite competitive. I need one that is really fight orientated, which I'd got before. They didn't do much theory at all. Most of it was to do with combat techniques, indirect use in combat rather than in terms of theory, which made us better fighters. So quite often we go to tournaments. Our club, they held us back quite a lot. And I remember going to a tournament thinking everyone is higher grade than me. Sorry, no, it wasn't a tournament. It was a over 35s training session. I remember thinking everyone here is a higher grade than me. I was only an orange or green belt at the time. But then I realized that my club holding me back, I was used to spars, and at this training session, I was every bit as good as the blue and brown belts I was sparring with, because my club had held us back for so long, and other clubs might be guilty for pushing people through too quickly. So I was slow through the early belts, but when I got my brown belt, I started straight away gathering points for the black belt, and I did it really, really quickly. Most people are brown belts for quite a while, and it took me one tournament and 2 gradings to get the points I needed, which is a very, very quick rate. And I did. I got my black belt within 8 months of being a brown belt, 9 months of being a brown belt, simply because I've been prepared so well beforehand at the lower grades. Probably the best one. When I was a blue belt for ages. I was green and spent ages at green and blue. And we went to a tournament, and there was only one other fighter in the 73 kilo class, which is about 160 pounds. So they said to both of us in that class beforehand, there are twice as many competitors in the 81 kilo class, which is about 180 pounds, 178 pounds. As you imagine, there's quite a big difference, 18 to 20 pound difference between the weights. And they said, as long as you don't mind, we'll put you in with the other. You'll fight each other for the medals in your class, but you're the only 2 in your class. But if we're going to mix you all in with the class above, so you can all fight each other, so you get more fights. Okay, I'll do that. And I know it sounds big-headed, but they were all blue belts I was fighting. I was a blue belt, and I won gold in my class, and I won gold at the weight above by beating all of them, all the ones that are 20 pounds heavier than me. And that's when my coach afterwards says, "John, I think it's time we gave you a brown belt." I was like, "Yeah, cheers for that. Thank you." Thank you. So anyhow, which I got video of those tournaments up. Right. Yeah, if you're physically strong, Wayne, and you've got some gripping confidence, you can defend fairly well. The only issue you might find is against somebody who is very good at breaking or getting inside grips, and then you're in trouble. I'm awkward. I find it's because of the fact that I fight right-handed but throw left-handed. I grip right-handed but throw left-handed. It catches people out, and I've got quite strong grip strength. So get hold of me, and your grip's going to be broken fairly. One of my strong points on the mat. Problem with judo is use your opponent's strength, who goes up against total wimps. Well, put yourself against somebody stronger. You can use you can use your own strength. You can adapt throws, because I was guilty of using my own strength a little too much, because I was physically stronger than most people my height and weight. That came from training generally with people who were bigger than me. So how are we all? I'm okay. I'm okay. You might notice that I've actually got the PDF up of the book we've been playing, because I just thought I'd show you it all. I mean, I've got my original here, but I thought I'd get the PDF up there. My weakness at judo was that I didn't employ a wide range of techniques. I was all too often I would fall back on favored techniques, and if they weren't working, I'd be a bit lost. I've got 3 or 4 specific techniques that have worked for me, and if my opponent knows they're coming, then I do struggle a bit to adapt. Also, if I'm against somebody who is a similar build to me, then I have to be quicker. I catch them with a bit of techniques: right-handed grip, right hand on the collar, and then left hand, which means I'm throwing the right-handed grip, big arm coming around back for a right push. That's another of my favourite one, coming in left. And then there's the various cheese and cheese kicks and sweeps that I'm quite good at setting throws up with. Yeah, that's my issue. The opponents who got to know me realized that they got to ignore my grip, forget the fact that I'm gripping right-handed, get it out of their head that I'm coming at them with right-handed throws. I am completely right-handed. It's just my hip great, and I couldn't turn right-handed throws very easily, so I adapted myself to using the right-hand collar grip to control the fight. Oh, dog just saw one of his friends. Have a good time, Wayne. Anyway, I was taught in judo that you get your black belt by learning everything by the book, and then you learn judo properly. And once you've learned all the by the book techniques, you learn your own way of doing it, and that's the proper way. Right, so we were well, let's get on with our book. Let's get on with our book. 12 minutes of waffling. Because I haven't seen everybody for a while, have I? Oh, I'm doing all this whinging about feeling rough, use my back, but I want everyone to spare a thought for one of our channel regulars. A lot of you will have encountered General Nut in chat. He was one of the first people ever to get membership. I think it might have been the first or second person. I can't remember whether it's him or Halakar who was first to get channel membership. I think General Nut might have just pipped Halakar to it, but it was both very early on. Thank you. Cheers, Halakar. And of all the people who have joined my Discord, I've run or played games with General Nut more than anybody else. He's been up for whatever game is available. OSE, MERP, Cthulhu, Shadow of the Demon Lord, whatever's available, he's been up for playing, and he's a really good sport. And he's not able to play at the moment because he's not very well. So, General Nut, if you watch this, hope you're feeling okay, and hope things are getting better. So, on that note, let's get on with that book. Right. We were at 501 in the book. Hello, Manfred. How are you? I haven't said hello to everybody yet, so let's have a little look at all this list of lovely people who've joined. So Halakar said he can't make today. We are approaching the pumpkin spice time of year. Pumpkin spice must be an American thing, because I've never heard of anything pumpkin spiced over here. Hello, Iman, and there's Slan, and there's Mage, and there was Wayne chiming in, and hello from the hilt. There's a Stream Elements bot starting, and Gene's lurking as well. Crafting Gamers here. Daniel Kearney's here. Who else has joined anyway? And there's Manfred. So thank you all for joining me on this lovely Friday. We're at 501 in the book. We were playing as Devon Wilson, the fourth of our four characters. All the others are sadly dead. And we blagged a spot on a boat to go over to the Antarctic. Yep. Utterly ill prepared. It says here, you are on board, successfully posing as an able seaman. Despite some close calls, congratulations. Suspend further timekeeping and make a note down that you came aboard at entry 501. Yes, which I did. You have won the race to reach the dark sea before she sails. You probably know your quarry is aboard. No, we didn't know that. We hadn't got a clue. Now you only have to find him, okay, and destroy the top, whatever that might be. We haven't discovered any of this. But it's going to be, it's an American thing though, isn't it? I mean, I've never seen anything pumpkin spiced over here. What spices go in? Hello, Kelsey. How are you? What spices are in pumpkin spice? He's mentioned cardamom. I'll scroll up. He's mentioned cardamom and cloves. Pumpkin spices: cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg with allspice or cloves. Okay. Right. So is it quite sweet then? That sort of cinnamony sort of stuff. I don't know. How you doing, Jeb? How you doing? Right, so we can try one activity daily. From our present station, you can gain no other information about our goal. Right, hopefully you can see what our options are. We're at 501, and we've got search the ship, which we've already tried a bit of, but we haven't done very much of. And we can try various things on B and C deck, and I think we exhausted that last time. Or we can lay low until Antarctica. So do we lay low until Antarctica? Or do we start searching the ship now? I'll give you those choices because we've done the skill rolls bit. Search the ship or lay low until Antarctica. This is our last pre-gen character. Yes, Manfred. I say, we don't have pumpkin pie over here at all. I have never seen it. So everyone wants to search the ship. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll you up and show you the picture of the ship. Because you didn't get to see this, did you? Look at that. That's the ship we're on. Shows you the decks at the top. And this shows the layouts of the rooms. On you see me moving around. Yeah, we don't, because we don't have Thanksgiving. We don't do Thanksgiving over here. It's not a British thing. Yes, we do. We like savoury pies, very much so. And the problem with me, whipped cream and vanilla ice cream, that sort of thing, evil. I can't eat the stuff because it's got lactose in it. Loki, such a great name for a dog. What breed is Loki? they're banning certain dogs over here. You know, the Bully XLs, the Pit Bull crosses, because they were bred to get around our ban on the American Pit Bull. And it was a sort of like to get around the wording of the ban. Oh, there's not a Pit Bull, it's a Pit Bull cross. But yeah, they are banning them. The thing about, I'm in two minds about the Bully XL, because they've clearly come from fighting dog stock. Hello, Straw Piglet. Yeah, we're Cthulhuing. They've clearly come from fighting dog stock, and dogs are bred to have certain instincts. My spaniel has a natural fetch instinct, and it's very hard to get rid of those instincts, but you can through proper treatment of the dog, proper training of the dog. And the vast majority of dogs are fine. But over here, that breed has become a status symbol. And it's exactly the sort of people who you wouldn't want to be in charge of a big, strong dog, who seem to really like them. You know, the sort of people who want their dogs to be really fierce and angry looking and use them for scare tactics and are irresponsible. And that's the problem they've got. The people who shouldn't be in a position to look after a big, strong dog are, yobs, exactly, Iman. It's a breed of dog that appeals to yobs, people with no care for anybody else. And that's the problem. Well, yeah, I'd love to ban those people. I'd love to ban those people. In fact, I think the best thing to do would be to bring back dog licenses, but only for certain breeds, because you don't need a dog license to keep a spaniel or a Labrador or a retriever. But if the dog is known for having real guarding tendencies, then it makes sense that you have licensing and training for people to keep those dogs. I mean, my little spaniel is just a floppy soft thing. We wish she'd got a tough bone in her body that she'd bark at somebody, anybody. But she doesn't. She's just too wet. Yeah, dog licenses for big dogs that have the potential to hurt, so that the people who keep those dogs are people who know how to look after a dog. That is the best bet. Getting dogs for kudos amongst your mates, your yobbish mates. Oh, I've got a hard dog. My dog's hard. Yeah, my dog would have your dog. That sort of stuff. They're the people who should not have that. That is the problem. Right, anyway. If you see me mute myself, there's a reason for that. And I'm going to get it out now. I'm wearing this back support. And what the back support does is it pushes in on my stomach as well. So it's pushing my insides and my inners all in. It's like a corset almost. But the problem is it's making me fart. It's making me fart a lot. It's pushing all the wind down. So I'm going to have to mute those, otherwise I'll deafen you. Right. Anyway, we've given up sounding off on that. So you can see the layout now. We're going to be searching the ship. We've already searched room H. How do you describe the word yob? Is yob a word in America? That word that Iman has used there, yob. Is that a... Do Americans use the word, or Canadians use the word knob? Not knob. Use the word knob. Yob. Do Americans or Canadians? Okay. A yob. Right. The meaning is understood. Good. All right, Palmetto. But just to explain, knob. Yeah, knob. No, yokel's not. It's a yob is a sort of person a big mouth, very boorish, likely to throw their weight around, no care for others, often foul-mouthed, but foul-mouthed not in an intelligent way, just in a coarse way. The sort of people who go to sporting occasions to fight, who go to the pub for a fight, that sort of person. But yobs are knobs as well. Knobheads. Yeah, that's a word for it. Yeah. Manfred immediately. At least you are American, Manfred, so you can get away with that. You know that image of the English soccer hooligan, football hooligans, the English idiot who goes to football matches to fight. That's a yob. And they're unfortunately the sort of people who tend to buy the hard-looking dogs. Ooh, the dogs. So anyway, where are we going on the ship? Look, we've already checked out H, right? You should be able to see the map over there. Hopefully you can see it nice and big. Right, you can see on the map you've got the we've been to H. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G are the other ones we can search. So up to you. Hello, Christopher. Is my my Discord pinging through to think Vinnie Jones in the stands? Yes, exactly. My Discord's pinging for me, so I'm gonna have to switch it off. It's pinging in my ear. I hope it's not pinging for you lot. Somebody started spanning one of the Discord channels I'm in. There we are. Hello, Mercurius. How many of these do we get to search? Well, we can search one a day, in theory. We've got 30 odd days left on the ship. So no pinging. Good, good. So A, B, C, D, E, F, or G. We've already looked in H. Make a decision. I have decided to make October, the run up to Halloween, Cthulhu month on the channel. So if you don't like Call of Cthulhu, why are you watching this if you don't like Call of Cthulhu? If you don't like Call of Cthulhu, tough, because I'm going to be hopefully trying to do a lot of Cthulhu things. I'd like to run some more Cthulhu games in the channel. I've got one next Thursday night UK time, if anybody is free. And I'll probably do little run throughs of all the adventures I've run, talk about collections of adventures, and just how much I like the game. I will be doing a review video for all of these four choose your own adventure books as well. So we'll make October Cthulhu month, but I want to run lots of Cthulhu in the Discord channel. So if anyone wants to play, just check the events bit. There's an event next Thursday, and I'll be. Oh, you're gone in October. Well, the next Thursday, Manfred. Next Thursday, I am running Twinkle Twinkle a Little Star, which is my first home written adventure. It went down quite well with my local group. I've made some tweaks to it based on feedback, so I'm running it now for people on the channel. When am I going to write my own Choose Your Own Adventure book? I'm not going to. It's microphone plays to a piglet. We're playing on Discord. Yes, yeah. Good, Manfred. Well, click on the event. Say 7 p.m. my time, so it'll be 8 p.m. your time in Germany. I don't have the organization skills, Gene, to write a Choose Your Own Adventure book. My own homewritten adventure, a few pages of notes. That's how I run things. I run things with scattered notes. I need to type it up. I'm not very good at doing that because I'm not very organized. Right. So you read an Endless Quest book live on your channel last night. Excellent. I will check that out because I've got the weekend off. Right. So it looks like we're going to go with F. F was okay. 2 votes for F, 2 votes for A, 2 votes for C by the looks of things. Oh, okay. So anyone who's not voted, vote for A through to G. You're switching to F. Okay. Okay. So we go to the right-hand side. Fungului, Mngwafnaf, Cthulhu, Willie, Nganagi Fatan. There we go. We're going with F. I've already decided on F. F is 536. And look, you can see me scrolling through because I'm doing all this on PDF tonight. My book's falling apart, basically. Okay, F. A radio, manuals, signal logs, spare parts, dime novels, and cigarette butts. Okay, so we found F is basically radio and manuals. If we know where we need to come back for those, then that's fine. If you're quick, you know you're not going to read ahead. No, Straw Piglet, that's called cheating. We don't do cheating. Let's go back to the ship. Right. Next day. 29 days of voyage left. Where do you want to look now? So, A, B, C, D, E, or G? A, B, C, D, E, or G? 2 votes for A. A, okay, indeed, okay. Okay, everybody's voting A. Right, right. Let's just 514, wasn't it? Yep. Oh, you see a map showing your current location and projected course. Add 5 percentiles to your navigation skill. Wow, that puts our navigation skill up to 65%. Which is blooming good. And it also says, if you roll a successful spot hidden, go to 524. Okay. If I'm currently failing my spot hidden, finding my D10. Come here. That's how organized I am. Right. Okay. Spot hidden is 55. 36. Okay. You find the key to the armory, which is located in the cargo hold. Dynamite, rifles, shotguns, and handguns are available there. Okay. Make a luck roll. 20. Lux 55. Excellent. 460. Return to 460. Okay, so we can take. We've already got a revolver and a rifle, so we might as well get a shotgun and some dynamite. There we are. Super duper. Super duper. Yes. Return to 460. A was good. Right, we have B, C, D, E, and G left. I first read his name as Marcus Aurelius as well, the first time I saw him. To know, Mercurius Orlicus. Yes, A. We found a key, the key to the armory in A, and it assumed we then went to the cargo hold too. It makes a few assumptions like that. So we have BCG. BCGC, so 2 C's so far. A was key to hold. Make your minds up then. Bloody hell. At the moment, I just count the number of ones I see. So if you write not C, then I'll just count it as a vote for C. Because, yeah, we got some dynamite. Oh, Manfred, I think Manfred lost sanity a while ago. It's because he lives in Germany, that's why. Got to put up with the Germans. You know how we Brits are with the Germans. No, I don't think he did, Iman. This is very true. All right, we're going to C then. C, to see what we can see. C. 5, 2, 1. You see a sketch of a stump-like horrible being, and another looks like a bubbling mass gone mad. There's a report on the lake expedition with penciled comments discounting the rumoured city, yet expressing astonishment at the odd footprints found and then brought back to Miskatonic University. Oh, okay. So C had odd sketches in it. Okay. We go back to 460. Go on. In fact, I should use page up and page down, shouldn't I? Really, that'll do it. I'll do it more effectively. Just expecting my clown fingers to hit the wrong button and to accidentally cancel it. Right. We've done A, C, F, and H so far. So let's have another one. We've got B, D, E, and G left. B, D, E, and G. So B, D, E, and G. Don't be beastly to the Germans. The greatest ever episode of Fawlty Towers was when Basil Fawlty tried to deal with the Germans at his hotel. Magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. British humour at its finest. Don't mention the war. Hello, Justin. You started it. You invaded Poland. No, you started. No, we didn't. Yes, you did. You invaded Poland. Okay. We have 3 votes for B and 2 for G so far. So B, D, E, or G. We're on 3 Bs, 2 Gs at the moment. Any more votes? B, D, E, or G? Oh, there's a... Okay, we're on 3 Bs, 3 Gs now. So gonna need some tiebreaker votes from people. B, D, E, G. Oh, Waldorf sounds funny as well. Yeah, it is. All right, we're now on 4 Bs, 4 Gs. What's the phrase? Herding cats? You're probably not wrong there, Justin. I mean, 535. Let's just check. It's 535. Oh, where's that map? Oh, can't remember. 535. Oh, there's the map. G 535. Blackadder goes forth. Magnificent again. 5. Okay. G is not interesting. There's nothing of interest in G. Cross that one off. So we're left with B, D, and E. Oh, pencil makes a bid for freedom. I don't know. I can't remember that one, Straw Piglet. I can't speak German. Bed. Manfred could translate it. He can speak German. I think Slan can speak German as well. All these polyglots. 535. Oh, if B takes us to 535, it's the same as G. So there's nothing. Hello, Muktuk. So B, there's nothing in B. Any of the ones that take us to 535, 535 is empty. So look, D and E left. Both are new locations. I'm just going to mute myself so you know what that means. That's better. Not that my guts aren't always bad, but they're just worse because things are being squeezed. D. Okay, so we've done B. We've done B, Mercurius. It's just D and E left. Hello, Brian. How are you? We're going to do D, then E. So there. Now I've forgotten which one we were going to. Sorry. D, 540. I'm using the mouse thing to scroll. 540. You find some bottles of whiskey carefully hidden. Maybe a drinking problem, or maybe the occupant merely fears thieves. Make a spot hidden roll. Dice have been good to us so far. 40. Excellent. Still being good. So, a collection of strange carvings, some kind of headless creature, and a worm with the most penetrating eyes. Right. That's it. So we're just going to go to E now. 526. It's our last one. You notice many books about the Antarctic. If you succeed with a spot hidden roll, go to 523. Okay. Ha! 35. Excellent. 523. The notes indicate he believes a report about the city and the caverns. He too has seen odd things, especially the horrible frog-like creatures who live in grotesque cities under the sea and worship unspeakable gods. Right, we have now examined all of the rooms. So if we go back to 460, our only real option now, we can search the sailors' bunks on C deck. Okay. Do we go and search the sailors' bunks? Do we search the sailors' bunks? Yes or no? Mercurius says no. Gee, everybody else is saying yes. Okay. 475. If you know which sailor's footlocker you'll search, write down the name and go to 468. Jeffries. Got here, dodgy locker, Jeffries. 468, Jeffries. If it is Jackson or Jeffries' locker, go to 537. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. $576, Jeffries. Didn't find out anything about a Jackson. The top of Aten is in Jeffries' footlocker. How it gleams. It is somehow purer than pure crystal. You instinctively feel it is both very beautiful and very powerful. Make a luck roll. 55%. 17. Right. We have found an artifact. Do we keep it to try and sell it back out, or do we throw it into the sea? Okay, so this is an artifact that clearly we must have found. So do we keep this top of R10 and try and sell it back home? Do we? Haven't failed a single roll yet. It's because I'm using that for the tens dice, my white one, and it is rolling everywhere between 1 and 4 at the moment. Hasn't rolled any higher than that. So do we keep it? Do we try and smash it, or do we chuck it in the water? No, you can see the options if you actually read 576. It's on screen at the moment. So we've got Iman wants to keep it. Mercurius wants to worship it, which isn't an option. Jeb says throw it in the sea. Justin says throw it in the sea. Muktuk says smash it. Jean says smash it. From the Hill says throw it in the sea. It is precious to us. It's precious to somebody. I don't think it's precious to us. But it could be the precious. At the moment, throwing it in the sea is winning. Smash. So we have 3 votes for smashing it, 1 for keeping it, 1, 2, 3 for throwing it in the sea. So 3 smash, 3 throw in the sea, 1 keep at the moment. Mercurius. Phil Piglet saying throw in the sea. Iman wants to keep it still. Manfred's being sensible. Mercurius just wants to belt it. So we're 4-4 now at the moment, throwing it in the sea. So we're at 1 keep. Palmetto's pushing it to Straw Piglet saying return to Cthulhu, which means throw in the sea. Okay. Well, 5 C's, 4 smashes. Christopher says chuck it. Okay, we'll throw it in the sea. 4-3-3. Ha! 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 The crystal gleams in the sun. It is very beautiful, and you regret profoundly having to throw it away. But you do. It sails far over the side, strikes a wave obliquely, and bounces once, then sinks beneath the surface forever. A terrible scream erupts behind you as Jeffries appears, half man and half monster, wavering in shape from the strain of failing his mission when victory was so near. He brushes you aside like a fly and leaps into the sea in the vein from the blow, but do not mind. You saw when the crystal first hit the sea that the salt water had affected it strangely. The thing was corroding, darkening, and shrinking. You know in your heart that the crystal has disintegrated, and the thing that was Jeffries can search the sea floor forever and never find it. You have saved the world, all in a day's work for an investigator of your caliber. But congratulations all the same. The end. We have won. We've won. Do I need to repeat that? We've won. We won. We won the book. We've won a book. Indeed, yes. We've won. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Shall we have a look to see what would happen if we tried to smash it? I think that's a good idea. I think this We were on our last character, so easy. The dice favored us. We made quite a lot of luck rolls, and this is the second Cthulhu book we've won, and the third book overall that we've won, because we've won Forest of Doom. So it was in E, wasn't it? So E was 526. We succeeded on the spot hidden. Oh, 460. Returned to 460. Oh, we examined the crew's quarters. 468 Jeffries. 537. I'm just finding where we went from. It was a little anticlimactic. We've had a very lucky night tonight. We have had a very lucky night. Try to smash it. Okay, see what smashing would have done. You swing mightily, but instead of breaking, the crystal octahedron rings loudly like a mournful bell, and Jeffries hears it. Oh, and then Jeffries would have killed us. This would have been if we'd have had to fight Jeffries. This would happen. This is what would have happened. You race up the ladder to B deck. Jeffries is behind you, transformed into a hideous creature comprised of glistening and ever-growing bubbles, like some blobby mass. Make a sanity roll and lose 1d6 or 1d20 sanity points. You have every reason to run. Make a dex roll. If you succeed, you may to close the hatch at the top of the ladder before the horrible monster gets there. Go to 433. If you fail, the Jeffries thing smashes back the hatch, knocking you across the room. Are you doomed? Make a throw roll. If successful, you throw the top through the open porthole into the sea before the thing can grab you. Chin up. You did well and succeeded in this adventure, even though you were gobbled up. If you failed the throw roll, the Jeffries thing encases you in its bubbly mass, and you are consumed. Either way, it is the end. It was. Well, no, we could still have won if we'd have tried to smash it. If we'd have had to pass another roll. Let's see if we would have passed it. No. 82. This is when the dice turn. Dice, I love you tonight. Dice, these two. Love them tonight. Gotta love them to bits tonight. They've been very, very good to us. But yeah, we died 3 times. And it was our 4th out of 4 characters. So there's a rating system at the start of the book. Do you remember that? Let's go right back to the beginning. Right. Levels of victory. Characters lost. None. Magnificent success. 1 to 3. Excellent success. So we have achieved an excellent success. 4 to 8 characters, which means you either start with the first character again from the beginning, or you bring in one of your own characters. 4 to 8 is a modest success. 9 to 12 is a passable success. And 13 or more is a failure. Basically, it does say play it until the world is saved. So you keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going with different new characters all the way through until the world is saved. And if you lose 13 or more characters to win, then it's classed as a failure. So we achieved an excellent success. All right. That all seems a bit quick tonight, doesn't it? All seems a bit quick. Alone Against the Dark. Completed. Tossers always seem to win. Yeah, they do, don't they? Yeah. Nice guys always come second. There's something rude in that, isn't there? Less than an hour, but we have. Was that our 5th or our 6th stream? Yeah, I mean, the fact that you are meant to keep playing it through. So you play the book until you succeed. That's the way it says to do it, which is a bit disappointing, I suppose. Yeah, sure, Piglet. I think you're not wrong there. Why does salt destroy old one artifacts? Why? It was interesting, Iman. It was different compared to this character. You're curious about this character's backstory. We were Devon Wilson. We were Lydia Lau's boyfriend. Lydia had died in the pyramid. She got eaten by something in the pyramid. And our occupation was a US Navy sailor. And that's it. So that's basically, it doesn't tell you about backstories and stuff, really, apart from well, we were taught by Louis Grunewald, the first character, and Ernest Holt was a former commanding officer. Ernest Holt didn't last very long. But no, a success. So what do you want to do with the remaining 45 minutes of stream? So I was going to stream till 11:30. What want to do before then? I'll leave it up to you. Make a decision. What should we do now? Or should I just end the stream and load up some Baldur's Gate and just play a bit of Baldur's Gate, babbling on for a little bit? Not Baldur's Gate 3. I don't do that one. So chat, up to you. Decide what you want to do. Yeah, 45 hours would be ridiculous, Christopher. Would be ridiculous. Okay. No, Justin, I'm not going to play Baldur's Gate 3. I haven't got Baldur's Gate 3. I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to buy Baldur's Gate 3. I've got Baldur's Gate 1. No. I'm not going to get Baldur's Gate 3. Let's talk about something controversial in gaming. Okay. Or shall I just load up Baldur's Gate 1? Baldur's Gate 1 does seem to be popular. Some controversial in gaming, my face. You dog son of Yig. Right. If I'm going to stream some Baldur's Gate 1, then I need to end this stream and then go into OBS, load up Baldur's Gate, and start a new stream. So if we're going to do that, that's what I need to do. In fact, that is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to end this stream now. Thank you all for playing, and I'm going to restart a stream in about 5 minutes, which will be me playing Baldur's Gate 1. You loaded up Baldur's Gate 1, tempted by my stream, and played 20 minutes and can't go back. That's really sad. That's really, really sad. Because it's really good. Really, it is really, really good. Right. So let's close my thingy window. There we go. And I'm just going to come out of StreamYard now. So this is ending this stream. And if you so I'll see you all in a bit, and we'll play something else next week. So I'll probably get a fighting fantasy book out again next week. Actually, no. Next week we'll play Beowulf. Is that an idea? I reckon so. Next week we'll start Beowulf. So I'll see you all in a bit. Yeah, Mr. Max, sorry. We've just finished the book. Just completed Alone Against the Dark, but only losing 3 characters along the way. Yeah, it's choose your own adventure based on the Beowulf poem Mercurius. I'll show you it.
Jake, no, good morning.
Basically, it's a choose your own adventure. So we shall have a go at that. The review on the front says the perfect reworking of England's greatest epic. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. But that's for next week. So I need to read through the rules for that book. Okay, so closing this stream now.